Buongiorno, ciao tutti, benvenuti, welcome back to Papa's Kitchen on the road here in Modena. Mamma mia, what a trip this has been. I'm going to the laundromat against the advice of Gemini. Gemini says I need to go back to urgent care to the emergency room because I'm still having the hiccups and my breathing is still getting caught. Gotta admit, it's a little scary, but I'm taking a chance, so I'm gonna try to do my laundry. I can't change my train. I already tried. I actually have 2 tickets to Rome. I have a regular second class or whatever it is. And then after the trip from Florence was so uncomfortable for 30 minutes, I said I have to do a business class seat or whatever it is, premium. So I booked another one. I couldn't get a refund on the first one. And then the second one is non-refundable too. So I'm going to Rome. Come hell or high water. Hope there's a doctor on the train. And then when I get to Rome, I'll deal with it. I figure I've made it this far. So, yeah, so the hiccups, I stopped the medication. The hiccups kind of come and go, come and go. They had stopped last night. I made the mistake of eating some licorice that I found. I was like, oh, licorice. Because you know how it is when you're not feeling well, you want comfort. So I was exhausted from the hiccups. So the weird thing too is I wasn't getting that stuck feeling all day. It just was at night. Is it just an evening thing? So anyway, I ate licorice, and then my stomach was full, and then that irritated the hiccups again. So then I had hiccups all night. I took a pill, even though we kind of said that I wasn't supposed to because we thought it was the medication, but I wasn't taking the medication all day yesterday, and I was still having the issue with the breathing. I just wanted the hiccups to stop. They didn't. I kind of slept a little bit. Then I'd wake up like having a dream, and then the hiccups would start. So it was probably the hiccups had already started and it was waking me up. Anyway, it's been a lot. This trip, I was like, this is like been a trip from hell, but it's also been really fun. So I'm trying to make the best of it. I have a plan for Rome, for pastas, the 4 Roman pastas. I'm going to do 2 sightseeing adventures. And then otherwise, take it easy. But when I get to Rome, if I have the hiccups, I'll find an emergency room there. It's Rome. They'll have better services than here. So I figure I can get through a day. So I'm going to the laundromat early. They open at 7. It's 6:35 now. I was kind of hoping that the Lava Pew man, who I saw there the other day, would come early and open it up. I could get my laundry done. Urgent care opens at 8. If my laundry is done, the hiccups have stopped now. But if my laundry is done and the hiccups come back, then I'll go to urgent care at 8 o'clock. I should be able to get back by 10 to check out and make my train. Otherwise, taking my chance getting on that train to Rome. But I'm tired. Got Palazzo dei Musei. It was a workhouse. So it was a workhouse, not just for orphans, for elderly. Um, I don't know that they had to work. It was more like a shelter kind of place. So what I was trying to explain yesterday, it's really grand. So I couldn't understand, like, it's a workhouse. Why is it so grand? The stairways and the vaulted rooms and the porticos. And Claude said the architects and the patrons lived in that world. They didn't know how to design down. That's the word I was looking for. I said punch down yesterday. They didn't know how to design down. Interesting. A lot of people out jogging this morning early. It's going to be another hot day here. I don't know what that building is either, but it's really pretty here. Well, the good news is the hiccups have stopped since I walked over here. So that's good. It's almost 7, 6:58. Mr. Lava Pew is not here yet. The door's locked. I have a feeling he's coming on Italian time. So I'm not going to the urgent care today, I don't think. And especially if I don't have the hiccups. So let's see. I wonder, because yesterday I was just kind of lying down a lot. Maybe standing up makes a difference. What do you think, viewer? It's really annoying. So when I get home, I'm going to contact my doctor and see if we can run some tests and figure out what this condition is that I've had for almost 50 years now. Because this time it kind of got a little scary with the breathing. All right, 7 o'clock. Mr. Lava Pew, where are you? What if the door opens automatically? Yeah, I'm expecting too much from Italy, a door that opens automatically. Seven ten. No Lava Pew. Swear to God, Italy. It's not the kind of place that you want to depend on schedules. There's Mr. Lava Pew. Giuseppe, where are you? I just messaged this number on WhatsApp. It's Matteo Lupi. I said, are you open today, Matteo? All right, I messaged him. Matteo, are you open? Yes. First I said, Theo, no, because he didn't answer me. He said, see. I said, what time? He said, pull the door. I pulled the door, it opened. Didn't I pull the door before? It's hot in here. All right, so now I have 50 minutes in the wash. Hopefully my clothes are not going to stink. And then the dryer. No hiccups. I'm kind of afraid to eat because that's what brings it on, but Clothes are in the dryer. Doesn't smell too bad. They don't smell too bad, but they do smell. So just gonna have to deal with it. 15 minutes in the dryer. I feel like I've been here all morning. All right, 8:37, I'm done. Wasn't too bad. So they smell a little sweet, my clothes, but not as bad as Palermo. Very interesting being out early in the morning out here, this part of town. A lot of immigrants here in Modena. Looked like people going to the mosque. I saw them going and then coming back. Africans and not sure South Asians. I like what they were wearing. They were wearing those long shirts. It's kind of a shirt dress with pants underneath, but saw a couple of people just wearing the, I forget what it's called, galaba. Saw a few people just wearing that. I would love to just walk around in that when it's hot. Although the top part looks uncomfortable. All right, anyway, laundry's done. Hiccups still at bay. I'm gonna go home, pack up, sit in the AC, finish a little bit of the food that I have in the refrigerator, and then, I don't know, I was thinking of taking a taxi to the train station, but I have so much time. My train is like 11:30. I have to check out at 10. I was kind of hoping she would tell me I could stay later. I didn't ask, but so anyway, we have to sit in the train station and then take a train to Bologna, arrives 12:10, and I have like 20 minutes to take my Rome connection. And I know the station, so I know exactly where I have to go. So that shouldn't be a problem. As long as we're on time, as we should be on this little line here. So there you have it, viewer. See you in Rome, probably before. That's what I was talking about, these outfits that these guys are wearing. I love them. All right, let's look at Modena. All right, that's it. Checked out. I just ordered a taxi because it's hot and I've been hiccup free now for 5 hours. So, and my host is so nice. She told me checkout was at 10. I said, okay. She said you can leave the keys on the table. Don't forget to open the elevator door before you return the key or something like that. I said, okay. And then she wrote back and she said, you can stay until 11 if you want, until the cleaning lady gets there. I was like, oh my God. Thank you so much. It was so nice. So it's 10:51 now. I'm a nervous Nelly. I get nervous. So I want to get to the station. My train already was 7 minutes late. My train at 11:38 is already 7 minutes late. I don't know how that's possible, but anyway. We'll see, maybe it'll make up time. Okay, so I'm just waiting for my taxi. I'll be at the station in plenty of time. Here it is. Oops, I almost got hit. All right, so I just tried to get a ticket on this 1106 train. I tried buying it from a vending machine. I couldn't. I don't know what the problem was. I needed a PIN for my credit card. So then I tried on the app. It was too late. It was in the 5-minute window. So I got a ticket for 11:26. So basically, my original trip from Modena to Rome, 2 trains. I'm not using either one of those tickets. So now I purchased an additional from here to Bologna, and I have an additional from Bologna to Rome in business class. But anyway, I wanted to get to Bologna a little bit earlier. The trains are running late. I want to see if I can grab a sandwich to eat on the train. Coming up on 5.5 hours, no hiccups. So I'm a little bit hesitant to eat, but I'm just going to take little bites and drink water and just kind of monitor how my stomach feels. I hope it's over. I'm so exhausted. Two smokers. Fucking idiots, I swear to God. I got this one on the phone over here. It just doesn't occur to them that people might not want to smell their cigarette smoke. Let me just go stand next to somebody and blow smoke in their face.
617 di Trenitalia di nelle ore 11:20 per Sassuolo è previsto in partenza dal punto di fermata previsto. Ferma Policlinico.
So now she comes and sits closer. Takes the seat that I was sitting in so she can enjoy her cigarette. I'm telling you, it's hot. And I'm just not in the mood for these people. So ridiculous. So this is the original train I was going to take. I said, let me go a little earlier. That train is now 20 minutes late. The original train is 5 minutes late. So I'll just get on whatever one comes first. Same platform. Alright, my original train is arriving. 5 minutes late. The new earlier ticket that I bought today is now 26 minutes late. I don't know how they get away with this. Here it comes. The tipper. All right, so this train is arriving 8 minutes late, supposedly, unless we get held up even more, or we make up time. So that'll get me in at 12:18, and my next train is at 12:37. So I have about 19 minutes to make the connection and try to buy a sandwich. I may have to just settle for the snacks on the train in the business class, so they'll give me a cookie. All right, made it to Bologna. So I'm going to platform 18 now. So this train, I thought it was going to come into Ovest. I thought I knew where I was going. It didn't. But anyway, came in platform 6 here in this tunnel. And now I'm going to platform 18. which is that new part of the station that I really like. And hopefully I can get a sandwich. Looks like my connection is 3 minutes late. So hungry. So I'm standing there. This woman just like steps right in front of me. All right. So I think we're going to Napoli. And 18. Once you get on that train, it's like, finally, you can relax. But all of this is so stressful, especially connections, late trains, smokers, yackers. I think I'm on a quiet train actually, a quiet car. Let's see if that works. All right, my train is 2 minutes in retardo, not bad. So I got about 10 minutes to wait. Of course, the numbering system here on this train is not working. So I'm assuming that this is car 2 because that train was going to Reggio Calabria, same direction. That was car 2 there at this beautiful new station, and this is not working. It's hot down here too. It's really hot here. Oh, that should say the car number, but it doesn't. This beautiful sandwich.
Ma sì, non hanno fatto 40 euro. Faranno male. A posto, sì, carino per andare a Roma.
Well, believe it or not, we're actually arriving early. 6 minutes early. It's nice. It was a nice ride. I'm glad I upgraded. So, still no hiccups, although I can feel the danger is still there. Made it. Smells like perfume here. Swear to God, these people. As soon as they get off the train, light up. People coming in this direction, not giving you any space to go the other way. Just so fucking rude. I swear to God. But hey, I'm from New Jersey. I keep forgetting. I seriously wanted to tell the guy on his phone to shut up. But Claude told me not to. Claude is... No, I'm from New Jersey. The hiccups are back. All right, I'm gonna figure out where my Airbnb is. It's about a 10-minute walk. But I'm wondering if I could walk inside the station. Well, this is a line for a taxi, but I think it'll move fast. Better than walking in the heat. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. So here we are, Rome, the Eternal City. This line is so long, but ton of taxis. This was the absolute right thing to do. It's supposed to be a 10-minute walk, which it probably is if I exit another part of the station. But Google Maps is saying 18 minutes, and I have no idea which direction. I think it's along the tracks here. So it's moving pretty fast. There's so many taxis. It's just people getting in. That's the only slowdown here. So no waiting for an actual cab. There's a line of them. And my host hasn't responded to my message. I told her I'm here. She hasn't said anything. She's supposed to meet me there. Meet me there. I guess I'm just going to ring the buzzer when I get there. The last leg, kind of like, am I going to be stuck without a place? These people behind me, I swear to God, they keep bumping into my bags. It's like, there's not enough room. I have my bag behind me to give myself some space from them. I definitely have space issues. I made it. I have the hiccups, but they're not that bad. So, it's really hot. It's really hot. And there's no AC in the bedroom. So I just met Costanza. Really nice. It's her house. She lives downstairs. The family lives in the building. Cats down here. Let me show you the place, and then I'm going to unpack and relax. I think there might be cat hair in here. So it's a really cute little apartment. There's a nice little veranda porch out here. It's lived in. Wow, look at all this stuff. The cats hang out here. It smells like cat here. Living room and bedroom and just tons of stuff. This is kind of like the place that I stayed in Catania. So I told her I was leaving on Saturday. She said, "Do you want the money back? I'll give you the money back." I said, "No." Really? She said, "Yeah, I'm a little weird like that." Funny. All right. So I made it. This is the last leg. So I'm going to end this video here. I don't know if my plan for this evening. So at Termini Station, there's this place called Mercato Centrale, which is also what I went to in Bolzano. It's a great place. Lots of little stalls of like decent restaurants. So my goal here in Rome for the 4 days basically that I'm here, today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to the airport hotel I'm going to eat before I leave. 4 Roman pastas, amatriciana, country pepe carbonara, and gricia, which I've never had. So it's going to be the food for Rome. Why not? When in Rome. And then cannoli at Giuliani Pasticceria Siciliana over by Termini. I showed it on the video when I was in the taxi. Best cannoli I ever had. I don't know if they're still good, but they have really good Sicilian pastries there. All right. It's really hot. I hope that this place cools down. I don't know if she just put the air conditioning on. All right, well, that was it. I'm ready to go home. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time.